Okay, so this theory is called soulmate to soul game. The soulmate is the old model, the soul game is the new model. So the old model of dating we can see here, which is the very linear progression. It goes date, 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 this doesn't work. Okay, this one is working, works for 9 months, that's great. Oh man, it went down, it failed, we gotta keep dating again, and boom, jackpot, soulmate. Linear progression, all these are generally considered pretty much just not the one, quote unquote, but yay, we finally reached the soulmate. That's the soulmate model of dating that's been happening. The new one that I want to introduce is, I'm calling the soul game. So the idea of this is that each of these are experiences. These, whether it be a date or however long that lasts, each of these is an experience, and through them, we are picking up, like on a journey, some kind of lesson. So let's say in this one, I learn about, just making this up right now, kindness. And I take that and I go on to this next experience, and in this one, I learn all about sexuality that I didn't know before. And then over here, this gets a little more serious with this one, I learn about living with someone. And so this keeps on going, like through life in this non-linear way, especially non-linear because you might have one where you actually go backwards, it seems, because the lesson wasn't learned. This is when people feel like they're dating the same person again or the same type of person. It means that you're essentially not advancing on the game board because you didn't learn whatever that lesson was. So you keep on moving through this game, through these different experiences, picking up essentially skills and knowledge and experiences that you then decide to apply to one that you want to have a larger commitment to. If you want to have a larger commitment to, you can just keep doing this your whole life. But I think that this idea, this person who you commit to, have some kids with, if you want to have that larger life, you look back on this and can see this soul game or soul map in place. It doesn't make sense so much as you're going through it unless I think we have a distinction like this to see it as we're going through it. And essentially compiling a whole list or what are these different skills and experiences that one could have and pick up on their game board. I think at the same time a different game is happening right now, which is frustrating a lot of people, which is what you can hear when a woman says, oh, all the guys on a dating site are just looking to be serial daters or just to hook up, etc. And what they're doing is playing this game I call collect all 4 or collect all 100 or however many it is. And boom, it's just, they're not really advancing, they're just playing like a coin collecting game. Ooh, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. And you know, women can have this too, sometimes where they're looking for the best choice, and like gatherers rather than hunters, they gather essentially the gaggle, I think is what that is to some degree, of collecting these options and not really going with them. So these are different games. This is one that I would call the soul game of what would work most for anybody who actually wants to be in a relationship, and that's the idea of it.